Huh? It does work. Which chat? Hello. Welcome. Should I also say YouTube chat welcome? I don't think I've seen anybody send a message in my YouTube chat for a while. I could be wrong. They count as comments, and I haven't seen one for the entirety of November. Let's hit it to 50 items a page. Nope, I haven't seen a chat message on YouTube for a long time. Dragon, welcome. I have a bit of a surprise for you today. As you know, I've been using a customizable live 2D model for a few weeks now. And well, you see, I may or may not have found another. That's right. The only model that I can be a gremlin with, literally. That's right. I found a customizable model made by Hexos, I think is the name. Casually check. My orders. Yes, Hexos, their name is 0x4682b4. A very strange name, but you know what? We'll take it. And I have created some custom coloration because I am apparently allowed to do that. So, here is my new gremlin. I just loaded the wrong one. Here is my new gremlin. There's no such thing as loading the wrong scene. It was just extra suspense. Extra suspense. That's what we're going to call it. Extra suspense. Yeah, I'm not good with colors, so I just picked. I have this so I have this image, right, which has a bunch of colors in it, which is called turbulent map because it's a it's turbulence saved. So it's the paint on it turbulence plugin, but I saved it in a low bit depth. And then what I did was I changed some of the more gray colors to be more different colors because it looks kind of boring with all of the gray. I can actually set it back to the gray turbulent map. How am I going to do that? One moment. Load this, insert as new layer. Take the move tool. Set it back to nearest neighbor. Make it large. Copy this filter map here. Disable this. Set this also to be multiply. Alpha lock. Save. Port. Good old ping. Come back here. Open the model editor. Here we go. And this is, what is this? This is load custom. And then I have another one, which is a non-global hotkey called reset texture. Is hotkey action is reload model texture. Key combination is numpad multiply. And if I hit it, this is the old texture. This one is a little bit more sane. But sane is boring. So I like the little. I mean, this one is actually a lot. It's a lot less loud color wise. Maybe it is better. The other one is pretty loud. Let's see. Let's get the comparison again. Let's see. That didn't do anything. Yeah. There's a high color and a low color model. This is just the old texture but fried. That's what it is. What happens when you put it into a fast food fryer? You get that. I might actually keep the old texture that is slightly more gray. Maybe I'll set up the saturation a little bit to compensate. Add new filter mask. And we will change HSL. We'll set saturation plus 50%. How's that? Maybe that's better. This is something I was setting up like 8 seconds before I started streaming. So like we're not in the weeds with this quite yet. Let us see. Let's try the more saturate but less loud color map. I think that that's pretty good actually. I like this. Although I think that this does no longer use the. It's also kind of difficult to tell because I'm looking at a compressed version of it. So I don't get all of the color information. But I mean, I guess I could just open my own stream. I don't think they have the opportunity to watch streams. Let's see. The colors are okay. There's only supposed to be 32, and there's definitely more than 32. So I don't know what that's all about, but you know, we'll take it. Actually, so there's only supposed to be 16 colors. Because it's saved in 4-bit color. I don't know. I think I broke it. I don't know what I did, but I broke it. It's probably because I set multiply, so it's still using the other colors that the artist used. The name of the artist again? One moment. Let me look. Please. 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 I can't open it. I mean, I can just open their shop again, I guess. One moment. VGen is no longer answering me. Please. I could have gotten their pixel model too. Maybe I will get their pixel model. It'd be fun. Because their models aren't very expensive. They also have a keyboard that you can load. What was the models or the artist name? Was the artist in the rig the same guy for this one? Licenser is Hexoset. It very well might be the same person for both, actually. Let me check. There's a couple that I've been looking at that have different artists and riggers. It won't load. Doesn't say. I guess it's the same. I think. Probably. I'm not sure. Licenser, I mean, the fact that it's only Hexoset means it is probably. Don't they just land on my nose? What? Can't do that. It probably is the same guy because it doesn't say. If the artist and rigger were different people, it'd be different. How many streams do I have to make in order to get VIP? It's a good question. Typically, I don't give out VIP just for stopping by though. My VIP, it's a highly coveted position and is definitely not something I give out completely randomly. Let us see. Who has VIP right now? Who's that? Yeah, so everybody I have VIP is either somebody I've streamed with before or this guy, which I don't remember why I gave him VIP. I think I did it for some sort of challenge and then promptly forgot. Well, you were gonna get it and then you didn't show up for like 4 months. If you want to get VIP, you gotta be a regular. Which is funny because I say that and that's just not true of the other 2 people or the other 3 people who have VIP. But to be fair, I stream with them relatively often, so I don't know where that puts us. I was gonna say I don't make the rules here, but I literally do. So I don't know. I just work here. I just work here. Oh yes, the ads UI is broken. So it's not going to be fixed for some time. Unfortunately. I also need to figure out what I'm gonna do with the model credit UI. Right now I think I've actually deleted it. Because I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I can't automatically update it if I load another model because I don't have a way to get from Vignon and VTube Studio what model is currently loaded. How am I supposed to do this? I'm pretty sure it literally says, and I just didn't look. Oh, I see it's already missing 2 screws. Oh, the chassis is screwed in. Also, it's apparently only supposed to have 2 screws, so that's kind of weird. Got a couple screws loose, if you know what I'm saying. Sorry. I got excited. Yeah, I bought a raid enclosure because I don't actually have a raid enclosure, and I would like to not put my videos on the NAS. So we'll probably end up using that. It's also very cheap, which probably should be a red flag. Oh well. We don't worry about red flags here. Look, my logo is red, so a red flag just means they have the same accent color, which means they're cool. Also, another thing I noticed is my eyebrows are entirely hidden by the hair, except for these very tiny little like outcroppings. If I look angry, you can't even tell. It also probably doesn't help that the tracking isn't perfect. So I still haven't bought vBridger. And the reason I haven't bought vBridger is because I don't know for sure that I want to buy it on this account. Because I won't be able to use it on my other 2 accounts. It's a mess. Everything is a mess. You have some wild emotes? What emotes do you have? Will I be afraid of the answer to this question? The answer is almost certainly yes. Which? But yes, I was looking at other customizable models. Not because I don't like the one I have before, but I do want to have a little bit more variety. And another thing that I've noticed, and another thing that's going to be kind of weird, is that even if I do make a character I like, I can't use them because I don't actually have the rights to use designs that I create with this. So even this character, I can't use. I can't like put them in the story because I don't own the right. I can't do that. Oh wow, you do have some crazy emotes. Oh, isn't today the last of the month, isn't it? Is there a November 31st? There isn't. Oh. That means today is the emote vote, isn't it? I forgot. Okay, we're gonna need to do that. We're gonna do that now. Let me go create the slide. Monthly emote vote. I need to send a message in Discord. Area Discord server on Discord. Info. Guys, it's the emote vote. Get in or be there or be small red triangle at Twitch streams. All right. I actually don't think that there are very many people subscribed to Twitch streams. There are like 6, and half of them are not real people. So that's kind of funny. Okay. There's a Black Friday event on Steam. Eh. Vermintide is 95% off. That's pretty good. What? Wait, this is on the local computer. Oh, I have 2 accounts named as Area VT now. If I send 10k bits, I get all of the emotes. Not quite. I think you need to sub too, don't you? Because you don't get the sub emotes for bits, do you? I don't think so, at least. But otherwise, yes. I don't know that that's worth it. But hey, you know what? You could assign the emote you want to the 10k slot. That is a possibility. Talking about the bits ones, yes. There is currently not. I don't even think I'm allowed to set a bit for a higher than 10k at the moment. I think somebody has to get there first. Let us find out. Viewer rewards, emotes. Yeah, no, I'm not allowed to make another one until somebody cheers 10,000 bits, which is so many bits. Okay. Seria VT emote assignment. I have to make a new slide. I really should have made a slide before I set this up, didn't I? Ooh. Let me duplicate slide. This will be from December 1st to December 31st. Or if you're bad at English, 31st. All right. How am I going to do this? These are supposed to have outlines to denote that they're already loaded. And I don't know how to do that. You know what? We're just going to leave it as is. It's fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. It's not, but we'll see. Okay. As with all of our emote votes, I do get 2 administrative override placements. Let me actually just set this up for viewing at the moment. OBS, make sure beam audio is off, that you don't hear me twice and then be like, hey, Bezos, what the hell is your voice doing? All right. Sorry, I'm a little bit jazzed up at the moment. Why is it so wide? We don't worry about that. Okay. You know, you can, there's a cheer for 100,000. You just have to type it in. Can you? I don't even think there's a cheer mode for it. Is there? Power ups and channel points. It's gonna be under monetization, I think. Monetization bits. Here's the tier badges, but you can have cheer emotes, can you? Can you make custom cheer emotes? No, you can't. Okay. Weird. Unless it's a special type of emote. I don't know. I just work here. I just work here. Why is my thing gone? Okay, we don't worry about it. Here's the main scene. Did it work? It did work. Sick. I'm in the way though, which is a problem. Type it in chat and you'll see it. Oh wow. What kind of crazy guy is gonna drop 100,000 bits though? That's $1,000. Holy shit. That's an insane amount of money. Yeah, that's the weird thing. It's like you can cheer, $1,000, and then Twitch takes 50% of it. So it's like, uh, all right. Let's finish unassigning our emote slots. So here's the SIP channel point logo and name. I try to keep them along with their previous artist sets. So Dusk goes here, this area goes here. Here's this area. Uriel wasn't ever given one with Helen. All right, and I'm not gonna unset the. I mean, I could. I probably should. Okay, we'll unset the cheer emotes. I don't like to unset them because I have to like rescale them, but that's okay. We'll live. It's almost like this is not that hard to do in the first place. Okay, and then we have the hammer emote, which I don't think was Helen. Oh, that's Helen. That's 100% Helen. And then we have Uriel. Okay. So our emotes are now all unassigned, ready to be socketed. So these emotes will be running from November the 1st to December the 31st. Not November the 1st. December the 1st to December 31st. Next month, essentially. So we need to choose our emotes. Scaling of the thing is not set up for this. This is fine. We'll just do this. We'll come here, move it to the left a little bit, maybe up a little bit. Honestly, I might just have to disable the overlay for this. I'm also just in the way. Okay, I have a plan. No, I don't. We'll do this. This is fine. I'll be off in the side. And then the overlay. That's not the overlay. That's main. Okay. Go down to main. We'll just disable the Twitch chat UI. Am I gonna remember to turn this stuff back on? Probably not, but all right. The Twitch chat UI is not being shown because we don't it covers things. So here are our emote slots. We have 5 follower emotes. We have 5 tier 1 static emotes, 7 tier 1 animated emotes, a tier 2 emote, tier 3 emote, a 1000 bit, 5000 bit, and 10,000 bit badge, the channel point along with its name, and then bits tiers 1 through 100 or 1 through 1000, and 1 and 2 year subscription. What is it you do not understand? Hazardly throw more wires on my desk. Fire hazard. Schmeier hazard. On Blue Sky, you have 3.6 thousand followers, but on X, you have close to 100,000. Yes, because YouTube or Blue Sky bans bots and X does not. There are a ton of bots on X. That's why X's API costs $200 a month now. Yes, really. That's why I don't have. That's why none of my Discord bots have integrations with X, formerly Twitter. But yes, if you are in the chat, you have the power to choose our emotes. So the way this works is there are a lot of emotes. There are so many emotes. Um so we pick I'll go through the slots one by one. So I'll say like slot 1 and then you vote by typing a letter for the row and a number for the column. This is the only emote in slot 6 or in column 6. There's nothing down here where you cannot see. All right. So I believe I've given enough time for people to have come in from Discord. So we're gonna have uh a very tight knit emote assignment, I guess. Um so there's that. Oh, let us begin. Slot 1 is a follower emote, which means that people who are not subscribed will be able to use this in this channel. What shall we place into slot 1? Place your bets, place your bids, place your selections. I don't know. I just work here. I don't have to use right words. A4. Yes. The humble dusk dodo. Classic. Classic selection. What about slot 2? Same deal. Cannot be animated. And it is available to all followers. This channel only. It's also available to subs everywhere. Pretty sure, at least. It'd be kind of weird if it wasn't. D3. The bot flag. Honestly, not as useful as it used to be. Bots kind of now just disappear into the ether whenever they come in. I would show the animation that plays, but I literally can't because Twitch is rejecting my login. But yes, the humble bot banner is it's a staple of the channel and a remnant of the shame uh like event. What is next? E1. Yes, the humble load. I should also probably go down and make sure that all of these are uploaded. I could assign them now, but I would have to unassign everything first. So we'll get through the list first. E5, the humble dusk peak. Everything is humble. Dusk peak, one of my favorite emotes. Okay, slot 5, the last follower emote. Once again, because it is a white box, it cannot be animated. Must be a static emote, one frame only. Yeah, dusk is always a safe bet. Dusk is cool. It would be fun to have artists try to draw this character. I feel like it would be kind of a dick move, though. Be like, here's my character with 1,000,000,000 colors. Good luck. To be fair, I would probably just have them do it, and then I would apply the turbulent map, or I could just send it to them. I guess it's not a secret piece of information. I can show what it was used for when we're done with this. We have one more follower emote slot. What shall we put there? I'm also pretty sure that this dusk was actually for rain. So uh that's fine. It'll just be an unanimated dusk. As much as I do love Dusk Rain. H1 classic. Ah yes, the gun. It's a classic. It absolutely is a classic. Okay, so those are all of our follower emotes. Anything from this point on, people will have to give money. Actually, we can set the channel points name. We do have the opportunity to change it. That's the only other thing that people don't have to pay money for. I'm always like super like it's weird because like I don't like talking super like often about like subscription benefits and like bits and stuff. Because I feel like it's weird to be like, hey, you can give me money to get a picture. But yes, let us set the channel points icon. Is good old slot 23. Previously, it was Aleta holding up a V sign, and the channel points were named V-Bucks. Um, we do have the opportunity to change that or keep it. If we do set it back to V-Bucks, then we cannot use the V sign as an emote. What do we think? What shall we place in the channel points slot? I'm actually a little curious. I want to try something. Um, oh, I just realized because it's not set up, or because Twitch is rejecting my login, I actually can't have this work with the Twitch redeems, but I want to try something. I do have a redeem where you can make my model do RGB, and I'm very curious to see what that looks like with this one. We may put myself back on screen for this. One moment. We're gonna do a little bit of science. Science time. Bill Nye. It's science time. Hold on. With chat. All right. We're big and center screen. Here we go. RGB mode. That is freaky. This is the last thing you see when you take LSD. Okay. Let us go back to the correct scene now. I was just so curious. Okay. Um, we have no bids on the channel point name. If you're just joining us, favorite point about the model is the tracking in the eyes. Yeah. The tracking is actually kind of bad. Okay, so like the webcam tracking really doesn't work well because the camera is at an off angle and I use glasses. So it probably just sees like white rectangles on my face. But yes, if you are just joining us, we are in the emote vote. I forgot it was the last of the month, and it's time to do the emote vote. These emotes will be set from December 1st through December 31st. And we set our emote vote, our bits badges, our subscriber badges, our channel points, icon and name, as well as all of our emote slots. We are looking for a slot or something to slot into slot 23, which is channel points. Um, Previously it was this icon, Aleta using a V sign. And the channel points were named V-Bucks. Shall we keep that or shall we replace it? What do we think? Do I have the ability to run a poll in chat? Chat settings. Actually, it's going to be a command, isn't it? /poll. Oh, yes. Do we keep or change the V-Bucks channel point name? Response is yeah. And I can also allow you to vote multiple times for V-Bucks. Excellent. That's awesome. What do we think? We get no votes, I will default. Okay, so we got to vote. So the default no longer matters. Wait, I just realized it's not. Oh. Is yeah, keep it or change it. I didn't specify. Report poll. I can't cancel the poll. Well, this is awkward. I can't even open another one. We're gonna say yeah is to keep because it's the first one. That and also I've been soliciting a change for around 5 minutes now and we haven't heard anything, so I'm just gonna say we keep it. That's what yeah means. Alright. The channel points shall remain V-Bucks. Okay. Now let's move on to our other emote slots. Emote slot number 6, our first subscriber emote. I have really fucked the scaling. What did I do? Help. Just work here. Okay. For slot 6, our first subscriber emote. What shall we put in there? The options are on the right here. So A1 would be Asaria Doro, and H3 would be Dusk with a suitcase. Dusk Corpo. E3. The very angry Dusk. Excellent. Excellent selection. What else shall we put into slot 7? We have so many options. It's difficult to select all of them. F2. Yes. The Alada headpat. Which is also actually the so I have a system to get OAuth credentials or to like relay them across the untrusted application line. And if you hover over Alada in the icon whenever it succeeds, it'll switch to the Alada pet image. Can I show that? I mean, I guess there's no problem with re-authenticating with Coalescence. Is there? I don't know. I just work here. Let's do it. I authorize all of this. Oh, about that. Actually, move this back on screen. But yes, if you hover the mouse over. Yes. Was that worth it? Absolutely. It didn't actually take that long to do. All right, for slot 8, what shall we get? Because I don't want to pick too many of them, because the idea is that this is a community thing where people can choose what emotes they want to use. So if I choose all of them, then it's not really that, is it? Give me one moment. Playing with my eyes a little bit. All right, let's see. That B1. Yes. The good old sunglasses. I hate trying to like line these up. It almost never actually goes well. There. I could never be Magic the Noah. Too good at this. Let me zoom out a little bit more. I'm trying to like get it so that I'm not obscuring it at all. I guess I could close the sidebar. We don't need the ruler. Am I able to minimize the oh yeah. There we go. Move this back to the left a little bit. Oh, I can't move it any further left. There we go. All right, for slot 9. And don't be afraid to pick a bunch of them. There's not actually that many people here, so it'll probably end up being that we have 1 or 2 people choose all of them. C1, F3. Sleep. And sip. Sip is, I think, my favorite one to use. It was one of the ones that I was going to force to be selected if we have not selected it by the end of this. But we have, so I don't have to impart my my ultimate power. We now have 7 animated slots to fill. The 5 from the tier 1 base and the 2 from using Twitch's alert system. Okay, so each one of these, we can either choose an animated emote, such as good old popcorn up here. I only do actually have 3 animated emotes. Actually, I guess I have the load animate. I like the load animated one. So what we'll do is we will use easy animate for the rest of them. So for example, we have cheer, which I have animated to be like a rumble animation. Makes it seem more intense. So we'll do things like that. So what shall we choose for our 7 animated tier 1 emotes? A356I1. Okay. All of the dodo animations. That one's wider than the other ones. Then I1, which is point and laugh. Okay. The point laugh, we can do like I think you could do like a bounce animation. We casually go and check what the animation types I'm allowed to do are. If I upload new animated emote with easy animate. Yeah, so you could do a shake. You can do a like an RGB shift thing. You can do coming in from the left and then out to the right, like a almost like a spinner. You can have something that actually spins. Slide in, slide out, arrive, giggle, zoom, rain, and then dance. So for point and laugh, we'll probably use the giggle animation, which makes it like jump up and down. We still have 3 slots left. 3 animated emote slots. What shall we choose? I'm going to exercise my ultimate power by forcing cheer to be chosen as an animated emote. Because I do actually really like the cheer emote. I use it all the time. We have still 2 animated emote slots. What shall we choose? F1 I6. There is nothing in I6. I6 isn't. Do you mean I5? And F1 is the heh emote. I'm going to assume you meant I5. Or we could just make an emote of me just like hanging out, standing here. Hold on, let's try this. Let me open VTube Studio. Let's see what it would look like, just out of curiosity, really more than anything. Um, I'll stare forward. Okay, we're doing a little bit of science. One moment. This is some very dumb science. All right. If you shrink me down to an emote slot, what does it look like? Keep in mind, emotes are actually way smaller, so it's gonna look like this. What do you think? Do we do it? Is this worth it? Or shall we use true emotes? Worth? All right, we'll do it. I will get that uh cropped down into an actual emote size. Uh Ashley starts in the background. Uh wait, there's an island here. That's weird. There's an island of nearly invisible pixels. I suppose I need to run the fix white outline helper in VTube Studio. Anyway. Wait, no, Akari appears in the screenshot? Oh. You shouldn't be in my screenshot. Go away. Be gone. Get out of my screenshot area. You fuck. Get out. Go away. I thought. Perfect. Alright, now that Akari is not in the way, getting all up in my screenshot. Alright. Alright. Now we select the opposite of the invisible region. We hit crop. And now we not canvas size, resize to 112 by 112. That's an issue. I'm probably gonna have to erase the tail. The tail is gonna make the image a weird resolution. What are the chances that this gets approved by Twitch? Am I allowed to do this, I wonder? Is this against the model's terms? I'm not making anything. I don't see why it would be against the model's terms. Alright. Save this as VTS. Okay, well, so much for save as. It just saved, whatever. Resize to 112 on the tall side. Then we canvas size to 112 even. Save this as, this time for real. Emote. We have an ad in 67 seconds, by the way. Probably should have mentioned that a while ago. New standard emote. Pictures. Emote. Excellent. This will be Asaria v Gremlin. Pending approval. Alright. The emote is uploaded. It'll be a minute. Do we put it in the tier 2 emote? Or do we put it in the tier 3 emotes? In effect, how expensive is this emote? Do we put it in tier 3 or tier 2? What do we think? There's an ad in 20 seconds. We could also make it one of the cheer emotes. You tier 3, all right. I love the idea that you put down $100 worth of bits and it's just a random guy. Like, who the hell is this? I'm just gonna wait for the ad to start. Because otherwise it's gonna be weird. I suppose while the ad is going, I can start assigning some of these. Because some of these are already uploaded. Can I actually? Maybe I can't. Mayhaps I cannot. Peak will become a follower emote. I removed that from tier 1. That's awkward. Um, uh, you know what? We will just remove all of the emotes from their assignments. Okay. The bot banner is in follower. The load non-animated is not currently uploaded. Dusk Dodo isn't uploaded. Should probably start uploading these then. Hold on. Gotta get these starting. So we need Emote is going to be 112 pixels of the load emotes. Okay. The ad ends in 45 seconds. New standard emote, which will be Helen with the gun, or if you prefer, the goon. It is already uploaded. What am I doing? And then we need the Dusk Dodo, which is Blue Shy. I can't upload it because it's not a square. Why'd you do this to me? But just make it a fucking square. I have so much compute capability. Cannot make a square. Open with. I just accidentally opened it with a video editor. Oh no, it's disaster. Disaster. Okay. Canvas size 403 on both sides. Then we upload this. It would have been so funny if I uploaded the wrong one. All right. Welcome back from the ads. Yeah, sometimes the ads are sometimes it's 3 minutes, sometimes it's 15 seconds. It varies a lot. I don't know why, but it just does. I'm going to assign this to the follower slot, which it will not be visible until that is approved by Twitch. We have peak, bot banner, load. Oh, load isn't assigned. I'm just assigning these at the moment. Tier 1 is angry, which is not actually uploaded as a standard emote. Might run out of slots. Angry. Will be put into tier 1. The pet, which is also not uploaded, is We'll set sip. We'll start an upload of pet. That'll be tier 1. Sip is set sleep. Named Slep. Not quite schlep, but close. Then we need sunglasses. We'll call it cool, actually, so it's not so long a name. That is set. Next for our animated, we need the popcorn, which is, I already know, it's already here. So that's tier 1. Next is controls, which is now set. Work. Set. The big cheer, which is set. And then the 2 laughs and then the AO, which is set. So I need to upload into Easy Animate. I need to upload the, it's technically called smug, but it's kind of like a laugh. I'll like giggle. Maybe we make point laugh to differentiate it. Maybe we make it a rumble emote. I hit upload standard. One moment. So it'll be like intense. It's kind of really intense. This is what that looks like. Is that too intense? What do we think? We want to do this or the giggle? Could also do dance. It looks so dumb with the dance. Spin. What do we think? What animation do we want to do? The dance. It looks so weird. What do we name this? What do we name this? Also, can we take a second to appreciate that they have a thing that will do this animation, but they can't make it a square automatically? That's just outside of the realm of possibility. What do we name this? I have no idea what we're gonna name this. I need help with that. L dance with the capital? Okay. We'll let it run. All right. And then we need to assign it to tier 1. And then I need to upload oh, did I already upload it? I think I did already, didn't I? I did. It's waiting for approval. It's now tier 3. All right. We still have 4 more slots for emotes, and then we have 5 badge slots to assign, and then we're good to go. That will have been the monthly emote slot vote for December. I say even though it's taking effect today. It's technically taking effect right now, as soon as Twitch can validate these 5 emotes. But yes, what shall we place on these final slots? What shall we place on tier 2? I lock these. Suppose not. I2. The think. All right, let's go do that really quick. I don't think it's already here. Um, it is not. So we need to upload that really quick. Upload new standard emote. Think is a Helen one. That was automatically assigned, automatically approved. Probably because she's purple. Oh no, maybe not. I assume that the reason they put it through validation is to make sure you don't just like upload straight up hentai. So therefore the purple should dodge that, but I don't think that that's how that works. Mayhaps I'm wrong. But now we have special emote slots, specifically those available to people who have spent 1,000, 5,000, and 10,000 bits, respectively. What shall we place? I really shouldn't have done that because now it's even harder to see. What shall we place into these slots? Starting with slot 20, 1,000 bits. The most accessible of these slots. I4. All right. I think this one is called No Way. Yes. So that is now in the 1,000 bit reward tier. Next is the 5,000 slots. B3. The Plead. All right. I believe is also uploaded. Yes. So this is now in the 5,000 slot. Okay. And now for the 10,000 slot. Our final emote. I love the idea that nobody can wave until they pay until they pay $100. It's so it's so insane. That is pretty funny. Okay. You have to pay you have to pay me $100 to wave. This is diabolical. Excellent. Now we get to our badges. So for people who have cheered exactly, or I guess not exactly, but more or equal to 1 bit, essentially people who have ever cheered, they can choose a badge. What shall their badge be? Oh, I should probably also do this. H4, the point. Why is it um perfect? Also, why is my phone ringing? There's have available credit. No shit. My goal with a credit card isn't to have 0 available credit. My goal with a credit card is to have a 0 balance. Why would they email me and be like, hey, you can pay us more money? What is our next one? This one is for 100 bits or more. These are lifetime too, I think. I don't think they're monthly. E4, the heart. An excellent choice. Slightly less diabolical than pay me $100 to wave. I think these are lifetime. Are these lifetime or monthly? I actually have no idea. Does it say? Twitch over here doing weird things. Hold on. Okay. All right. Are they permanent or are they? I don't care about this. I just want to know, do they last forever or are they based on total bits used to cheer? Okay. So these are persistent. Oh, these are for these. I went and I looked at the wrong thing, but these I think are also persistent. What is our next one? H5. Okay. The OWO is for the 1000 bit tier. Also, if you're just joining us, we are doing our monthly emote slot assignment. This month, this is for December, which is going to be a little bit wild because to wave you have to pay $100. But yes, we do this every month at the end of the month. Which is going to be weird. Maybe we shouldn't do it on the end of the month for December 31st. I feel like most people are going to be with family and not on Twitch. I haven't thought about that, and I probably should. I don't know what we'll do for that. I don't want to do. We can't do New Year's Eve. Can't do New Year's. We probably shouldn't do anything from Christmas to New Year's. When are we gonna do our emote vote? Maybe we'll do it on like January 4th or something. Anyway, subscription seniority badges. So we have 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, and on. We probably won't do 3 month. I think only Oliver is poised to get that. So if he does it, it'll be his choice. So we just need 1 and 2 months. Sorry, 1 second. I'm editing the clip. Okay. B4. B4. Do you mean B5? It's kind of on the thing. I really should make like grid lines. I should really just make this a table. I should really do that, huh? We've noticed you have some unused printers. What printer is that, pray tell? I have 2 printers. My printer and print to PDF. So, fuck you mean I've got ones that I don't use. I have 2 printers, the one that's real and the one that you installed. What do you want from me, Windows? Want me to print more? Anyway, we have 1 more slot for the 2-month resubscriber badge. What shall that be? Oh. Well then. 1 moment. We have a bot. We'll see if this works. Probably won't. This is so sad. The bot ban animation didn't work. Oh well. Here, I'll just trigger it myself. It won't have the hold on. There it is. It doesn't have the text, but this is the thought that counts. There he goes. H3. Okay. Corpo. We will do this later. These sub emotes are a little bit more problematic. Because I do actually have to so you know how I said that Twitch will not scale an emote to be the right size? It really doesn't like doing that for subscriber badges, and you have to supply all 3 sizes. So it takes a while. Because I have to scale this image to 56 by 56, 72 by 72, and 26 by 26 or something. I forget the sizes, but I know it's a big deal. It kind of sucks, but that is our emote slot assignment. I believe all of the emotes are currently slotted. Some of them are awaiting approval. So these will be allowed for use as Twitch comes and handles the actual doing of all of that. The badges, once again, we'll do in a bit. It's going to take a while. Probably make some sort of reminder to do this because I will forget. But yes, that is our monthly emote slot assignment for the month of December. This one, not the previous one. Here it is. Wait, you can't see it all because it is not it's let me just transform reset. There it is. All of our emotes for the month of December. Excellent. Okay, let me reload the scene so that I can have the correct placement. Check this out. Now I'm placed correctly. Science said it couldn't be done. I do actually have to hide the scene anyway, though, because wait, no, that's not the right one. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh god. Okay, we're fine.